Hey there, I'm Sam Edwards. I am an Android and Kotlin Google developer expert. Today I want to show you how I take my physical device and project that onto my computer screen to take videos of that, screenshots of it, and share that on GitHub and other things like that. So just want to walk you through my flow that I found that works the best for me. So the first thing people do typically when they want to take a screenshot and they have Android Studio installed, they can go to Logcat here, and there's a button on the left side, a little camera icon. So I can hit that, and it'll go ahead and take a screenshot of the current screen. Next thing I can do is if I want to take a video, go ahead and hit video and start recording. So I'm not doing much on my screen. I'm just going to kind of go up and down, but then it will capture something here. Stop the recording. Then we'll save it and pop that open. As you can see there's our video. So that's super helpful. One thing that's kind of not that great about this though is it can't be done in a GIF format. So if you want to do a GIF, you can actually use the Android emulator. I don't know a way of doing this from an Android device, so there's some other tooling that I'll show you here. But if you want to go ahead and on an emulator, you can go into advanced. Let's move our emulator over there. If we go to record and playback, you can now do a screen record. If you go ahead and do that, we'll do something here on this emulator screen. Stop recording. Now what's really nice is you can export it as WebM or as a GIF. So the GIF is really nice because that's something that you can go ahead and put up to GitHub or something like that as part of a PR to really say, hey, this thing is working. The one thing I don't like here though is that the resolution is a full resolution. There's no way to make that smaller because I believe GitHub has a 10 megabyte limit for how big an image or an attachment could be in a PR. So let's talk about my flow and what I do to get around these things. So first of all, in this situation, I am working on biometrics and specifically on face unlock. There is no emulator that supports face unlock. So the option of going in and exporting it as a GIF is not even something I can do. I need to mirror my screen. So there's a few solutions out there, but the one I like the best is called Screen Copy, or at least that's what I think it is. So it's from Ginny Mobile, the people that made, the best Android emulators back in the day and still make really nice ones and a lot of great Android tooling. SCRCPY. And if you check it out here, it is really just a tool that allows you to mirror any device over USB. So if we go down to the Mac instructions, you can just go ahead and install this via Homebrew. I'm not going to walk you through that. I tried recording that earlier actually and ended up being a long time. So you can walk through that yourself. But assuming that you had it installed, what you can go ahead now is just run SCRCPY. It'll go ahead and run some stuff. And now here is my Pixel 4. So this allows it to do screen capturing where I can just completely mirror everything here. I can also go ahead and type things. So if I wanted to with my keyboard, say hello, or I can switch back to my actual phone here and type things as well. So it's nice we get that interaction. That's not necessarily the reason why I'm using this tooling. There's other ones that do that as well, but it is a big pro if you want to go ahead and tap on the screen. So what I go ahead and use this for is a few things. So if I want to take a recording of this, it's not something built into Screen Copy. So what I do is I typically use an app called Cap. So if I open Cap, K-A-P, and this is this application, so getcap.co, and it allows you to capture your Mac screen. And it's actually open on GitHub as well, which is another reason why I really like Screen Copy. So go ahead and open this up and make sure this is open as well. So here's our Screen Copy. And then here is Cap, let's see, KP. Once that open, it allows you to select what you want to record. So there's this thing at the bottom here. I can just choose a portion of the screen if I want. So I can just kind of pick that I want this simple section. So if there's just a piece of the screen you want to record, you can do that. The thing I want to do in this case is just record the whole window. So I can pick down here one of the windows that's open. I'll pick Screen Copy, and that'll do the whole thing. If I want to, now I can adjust from there. So I don't want to get that title bar in there. But now I can go ahead and record. So if I hit the record button, then it is recording. I can go ahead and do whatever I want with the phone again. Recording is done. Let's go ahead and stop it with this little icon on the top right. Stop it there. And the resulting is this. So it's got this nice interface here that lets you trim the GIF if you wanted to. So if for some reason we didn't want to show this part here and only wanted to show the launcher coming up, we can go ahead and just do that. Another thing I really like is the ability to control what is exported. So it has the size here by default. You can actually adjust that yourself. So I can make this bigger or smaller. If I want it super small, I could do something like this. Or if I want it large, I could do like 1080. And the other thing that's really nice is frames per second. I think the highest I could do here is 647, which is fine. But frames per second is the amount of frames that are shown, and that really determines a lot of like the size of the GIF file. Typically, if you're just doing stuff on the screen that isn't video, you can get away with 5 frames a second. So if you do that, and I go ahead and export this, I can export it as a GIF, MP4, WebM, and I'm not even sure what that is. So I could just copy it to the clipboard as well, which is nice, but I want to save to disk a GIF, and go ahead and export it, save it to my captures folder, and now I can go ahead and open that. So let's do open original, and I guess that's not exactly what I wanted. Let's go to my Finder here. We'll go to the captures folder. We'll do captures. And then inside of here, we have our latest capture. Today is right now. So if I go ahead and open up that GIF, if you open it in preview, it'll show you actually every frame. So I would recommend going ahead and dropping this inside of Chrome. Go ahead and drop it in there, and that's our GIF. It's slightly choppy as you go around, but if you look, the resulting image is actually very small. It's only 782 kilobytes. If we wanted to now, though, we can actually adjust that in here. So if I want to make it only, 400, and I can export that to disk, it'll save it as a new one. And then I can drag that from my Finder after it's created. There it is. And see what that looks like. It's a little bit smaller. Now the difference is that this is only 423 versus 782 kilobytes. So that's a lot smaller. And you can tell, like, as you get a longer video or a longer feature that you want to show off, you want to get it to be a little bit smaller. So that's something you can do. In this case too, I want to show you one other feature I really like about screen copy. So one of the things that I like, let's go ahead and keep showing our mobile device there. But I have this open source project called Biometrics, which we can go ahead and launch this app on my device. And if I kind of scoot this over, we can see what's happening at the same time. Let's make that fit in the corner there. Then we can watch my screen as it happens. So I'll go ahead and hit play. Here's my device here as I'm using it. It is installing, and there it is. So I can go ahead and launch the biometric prompt, and there it is. One thing I really like as well is with something like face or like photo, so with face unlock in general, I can't do this on any other device, right? This is the only device that supports face unlock. No emulators do, no other devices. So I have to run it over USB. I also just like testing on a physical device a lot of the times just because you see it in your hand versus an emulator. Although I do like the emulator as well. One other feature I really like though is if we go ahead and go in our main activity here, and I've already done this a little bit, we'll go ahead and change set flags to secure. What that'll do is it'll make it so that you can't take a screenshot of this app while this is running. However, you can. Screen copy has some magic in there that I'm not sure how they do it, but I think because it's running directly over ADB, they can. If I go ahead and back in here and I try to take one, it says, error obtaining screenshot. It can't do it, but screen copy can. So I really like that. Then I can go ahead and, if I have a secure feature, I can still go ahead and record something from that. Now let's go ahead and then take that GIF that we recorded and put it in a GitHub PR. So if I created a new PR, new pull request from any other branch, create pull request. Actually, let's just go ahead and do that. And then inside of here, we can go ahead and just drop in this GIF. So here we go. Here's our bigger one. We'll drop that in. Just literally drag and drop it into there. It'll upload it. And now this is part of my PR. Now this is something I really think is very important because as you're showing off like, hey, I did this new feature, to have one of your reviewers see it in action instead of having to clone your project, that branch, install it, they can really see what's happening. And this is directly in the PR review scenario. So I hope you liked my flow there. I think, yes, screen copy is a great tool as well as cap. It's definitely the way that I've chosen to do it. If you have any other things that you do, feel free to share those out along with this video. I will definitely be sharing the links in the description and the corresponding blog post. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Bye.